Welcome. Today, we embark on a journey to the world's most awe-inspiring cliffs, monuments sculpted by time, wind, and water. We'll explore 15 unique locations, each with its own breathtaking story and vista. Let's begin our ascent to these wonders at the very edge of the world. Our journey starts in Norway, at Preikestolen, the Preacher's Pulpit. This colossal plateau hovers 604 meters above Lissefjord, offering a panorama that silences even the most talkative traveler. The hike is a pilgrimage through rugged terrain, but nothing prepares you for the moment you step onto the pulpit. The fjord snakes below, flanked by granite walls shaped by ancient glaciers. Here the air is crisp, the view endless, and the sense of awe overwhelming. On clear days, sunlight dances on the water. On misty mornings, clouds swirl beneath your feet. Preikestolen is a powerful reminder of nature's artistry and scale. Next, we reach Ireland's cliffs of Moher, where land meets the Atlantic in a dramatic clash. These cliffs rise 214 meters, stretching for 8 kilometers, an ancient battleground of rock and sea. The air is thick with salt spray and seabird calls, while waves crash relentlessly below. Green cliff tops contrast with dark stone and deep blue water. Puffins and razorbills nest in the cliffs, soaring on updrafts. At sunset, the rocks glow gold and orange, and the Aran Islands silhouette on the horizon. O'Brien's Tower offers a final sweeping view of this wild, unforgettable coast. On Molokai's northern coast in Hawaii, the Kalaupapa Cliffs rise over 1,000 meters, the world's highest sea cliffs. Draped in lush vegetation, these green walls plunge straight into turquoise Pacific waters. Waterfalls streak down their faces, and clouds cling to the heights, creating a mystical atmosphere. The cliffs isolate the Kalaupapa Peninsula, a place of deep cultural and historical significance. Here, nature's grandeur and resilience are on full display, a vertical paradise untouched by time. Back in Norway, we find Trolltunga, the troll's tongue, jutting 700 meters above Lake Ringedalsvatnet. The trek is demanding, but the reward is a thin blade of rock that seems to float between sky and water. Stepping onto the tongue is an act of courage, with nothing but air beneath your feet. The view, a deep blue lake cradled by mountains, a landscape that feels both ancient and surreal. Trolltunga is a marvel sculpted by glaciers, a place for contemplation and awe. It's a pilgrimage for those seeking the pulse of the wild. In southeast England, the White Cliffs of Dover stand as a symbol of hope and history. Their brilliant chalk faces, streaked with flint, rise above the English Channel, a beacon for travellers and a front line in Britain's story. Walking the clifftop paths, you're treading on ancient history, with France visible just 21 miles away. The grasslands above are rich in wildlife, and the landscape ends abruptly in a sheer white drop to the sea. The cliffs' pastoral beauty and cultural resonance make them an enduring icon. Inland to Greece, Meteora's stone pillars rise from the plain of Thessaly, crowned with ancient monasteries. Formed by river deposits and sculpted by wind and water, these pillars reach over 400 meters. Hermit monks once sought refuge here, later building monasteries atop the inaccessible peaks. Today, 6 remain active, accessible by steps carved into the rock. Meteora is where nature's grandeur and human faith intertwine, especially at sunset when the rocks glow with ethereal light. It's a spiritual landscape suspended between earth and sky. On Australia's southern coast, the Bunda Cliffs form a 100-kilometre limestone wall, the edge of the Nullarbor Plain. The land ends abruptly, dropping up to 120 metres into the wild southern ocean. From lookout points, the cliffs stretch endlessly, battered by waves and wind. Between June and October, southern right whales gather below, adding life to this stark landscape. The Bunda Cliffs are a testament to Australia's raw, untamed beauty, Here, the continent meets the sea in dramatic fashion. On Madeira's southern coast, Cabo Girao soars 580 meters above the Atlantic. A glass skywalk lets you step out over the abyss, looking straight down to terraced fields and crashing waves. The panoramic view includes Funchals Bay and rugged coastline dotted with fishing villages. Below, the Fajars, tiny cultivated plots, show human ingenuity in a dramatic volcanic landscape. Cabo Girao is a thrilling blend of natural grandeur and human adaptation. In Normandy, France, Étretat's white chalk cliffs are sculpted into arches and stacks by the sea. The Porte d'Aval Arch and Les Gilles sea stack are iconic, their forms glowing in the sunlight. Coastal paths offer ever-changing perspectives, while the town below has inspired artists for generations. At low tide, you can walk through the arches, marveling at nature's artistry up close. Étretat is a harmonious blend of dramatic geology and artistic spirit. In County Donegal, Ireland, Sliab Liag's cliffs plunge 601 meters into the Atlantic. The journey winds through bog and heather, revealing the cliff's immense scale only at the end. Sliab Liag remains wild and untamed, with narrow paths like one man's pass, offering breathtaking views. Ancient monastic ruins dot the slopes, connecting past and present. To stand here is to feel the sanctity and majesty of this remote place. Sliab Liag is a humbling encounter with Ireland's wild edge. On Scotland's Isle of Skye, the Curragh is a living landslip, a labyrinth of plateaus, pinnacles and grassy slopes. The landscape shifts each year, its features named the Table, the Needle and the Prison. Mist swirls around the rocks, creating an atmosphere of ancient magic. Walking here reveals new vistas at every turn, with views stretching across the Sound of Raasay. The Curragh is a photographer's paradise and a reminder of our planet's dynamic nature. It's a place of otherworldly beauty that lingers in memory. In New Zealand's Fiordland, Mitre Peak rises 1,692 meters straight from Milford Sound. Its pyramid shape and sheer granite cliffs are reflected in the fjord's mirror-like waters. After rain, waterfalls cascade down the cliffs, creating a magical spectacle. Boat cruises reveal the overwhelming scale, with seals, dolphins, and rare penguins often spotted. Mitre Peak is the king of this majestic realm, a symbol of New Zealand's wild beauty. Here, nature's power and serenity converge. In the Faroe Islands, Cape Enneberg towers 754 meters above the North Atlantic. Accessible only by boat or a challenging hike, the cliffs are often shrouded in fog and battered by fierce winds. Seabird colonies thrive on the ledges, and the tradition of birding, collecting eggs, endures. From the sea, the scale is humbling. Waves crash at the base, wind howls above. Cape Enneberg is a fortress of basalt, embodying the wild spirit of the Faroes. It's a landscape that shapes its people, demanding resilience and respect. Here, the soul of the North Atlantic is laid bare. On Tenerife's west coast, the Acantilados de los Gigantes, Cliffs of the Giants, rise up to 600 meters. Their volcanic faces form a dramatic wall, best seen from the sea. Boat trips reveal deep ravines and ever-changing colors, while the waters below teem with whales and dolphins. The cliff's scale and beauty are awe-inspiring, a meeting of volcanic power and ocean life. Los Gigantes is a spectacle that lives up to its name. Our final stop is Norway's Kerrag, where a sheer 1,000-meter cliff meets the famous Kerragbolten, a boulder wedged above a dizzying abyss. The hike is strenuous, but the reward is a landscape of raw power and the chance to stand atop the boulder for a heart-pounding photo. Base jumpers leap from the cliffs, adding to the sense of adventure. The views over Lysefjord are vast and dramatic, surpassing even Preikestolen. Kerrag is a fitting finale, combining scale, thrill, and geological wonder. It's a place that captures the essence of seeking the edge. Our journey to the world's most breathtaking cliffs ends here. From Hawaii to the Faroes, each cliff has shared its own magic and story. Let's cherish and protect these wonders and never lose our sense of awe. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.